Welcome to an all new episode of Looks and Wisdom Sundays with me, Oluchi B. Hey guys, this is Oluchi B, aka the Elusive Handed. We're back, baby! We're back, baby! So, before we get into season 2, I just wanted to do something fun and interesting. So, today we are doing Get to Know Me 33 Questions with Oluchi BB. Me, your girl. So, before we start, I just wanted to say thank you guys for supporting me in the first season. It was a success to me. And I hope you guys got a lot of wisdom and some inspirations for your spring looks. And this season, we are looking to do more. We're looking to do more interviews, more events, more conversations. So I just want to open it up to the community. But today's not about that. Today's about me opening up myself to you with 33 questions. So without further ado, let's get to it. What inspired me to start Looks and Wisdom? Let me see. Well, I've always been inspired by people like Oprah Winfrey, people like Nolene Maolwana Sango, people like Felicia Mabuza Shetzel. And I've always wanted to be part and parcel of having similar conversations about wisdom from different facets of life, from marriage to friendships to career to life to mental health. So growing up, I was inspired by those people. And as I grew up, I was looking for a similar channel and it wasn't available. So I just decided that I was going to be the one that's starting this community of wisdom and conversations with other people. That's where the wisdom element of it comes from, just me wanting to contribute to the society with some wise words and some lessons for myself and also from other influential people in the world. And then the looks part comes from me I've always wanted to be a supermodel my whole life. That's where the name Oluchi comes from. You guys know it comes from Oluchi Olandi, the first supermodel in South Africa and the first face of Africa. And I'm into fashion, I'm into glamour. So I incorporated the wisdom and the looks part by just using my personality and who I am already. So that's why you get looks and that's why you get wisdom. My biggest challenge as a YouTuber, I think for me, I've got all the patience though, is just honing in into my tribe, the people that I'm supposed to be speaking to. As you guys know that I don't have a lot of subscribers, the channel is still growing. And so that's been like my biggest challenge so far, just getting into my tribe, getting into my community and finding people that actually resonate with what I'm already creating. How do I motivate myself to continue working when I'm demotivated? I'm in the corporate space right now, so I have a corporate career. I've been in the corporate space for like more than 12 years. And you guys know that you can only retire there at the age of 65. And I always think about the fact that I always wanted to have another career. So I view this work that I'm doing here as like a stepping stone to that career. And if I stop doing the work that I'm doing and I'm demotivated, it only leaves me with one other option, which is the corporate route. And I know for a fact that I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. I would rather suffer this side and eventually get it right than to know that I didn't try and that my only base is the corporate career or to marry rich. I mean, I think the second one would work better. I love music for sure. Definitely, music is my love. I love writing, I love creating melodies. So that's what I do. And like I say, I have a corporate career. Like, I don't take that for granted. So it's such a serious thing to me that I travel, I do that. And also, I'm a coach and also do events. So a lot of my time goes into all of those things. But for fun, for me, anything that's live music, live comedy, live theater, live orchestra shows, anything live, I like doing it. Anything with just creativity and artistry, I'm there, call me. I love my family. I love the friends that I have. I love the people that I associate with. So that's what I do outside of that, like creating love and creating community for my family and my friends. A lot, actually. You guys have been giving me a lot of feedback with regards to the show. So I did take that advice. So I am going to be interviewing a couple of people that I admire and I'm inspired by. So that's an aspect that we want to add to Looks and Wisdom. And also, I want to have a corner where I actually, on the events that I go and speak in and also attend, I want to have a corner where I'm able to interview and also show that side. But most importantly, I work to create even better content for you guys in terms of wisdom from the world and from my own personal experiences. Oh my God, my go-to outfit is like a kimono. I love relaxing. If I'm not working, like you guys know, I have like a lot of moving parts in my life. So if I'm not concentrating on those moving parts, I like being at home doing nothing, wearing a kimono and props. Simplicity for me is the best. I am not like a layerizer. I don't even know if that's a word, but I don't because sometimes you just get taken away, especially as someone who also does look. So I do look to other fashion gurus and fashion, what do you call these people? Influencers. And sometimes I do get insecure and say that I'm not doing the best because I see people layering, putting different colors and doing the most in their outfits. But I just have to go back to who I am. And for me, simplicity, like we were just having a conversation earlier, I'm inspired by the fashion from the 40s, from the 50s, from the 60s, just like the simplicity. One color, it's monotone, the palettes are just like crisp. And yeah, and my fashion inspiration in life is a lady by the name of Victoria Beckham. You guys know she never used color in a fashion house until recently. And that's why we're pushing black this season. Yeah. Oh, like I just said, my favorite star icons, my favorite one of all time is obviously Victoria Beckham. I like everything that Victoria has done with a fashion house. It's very simple, it's very clean, it's very elegant, it's very elegant, and it's just one color, it's like monotone, and that's what I subscribe to. So, Victoria Beckham is my number one style inspiration. And then people like Marilyn Monroe back in the day, they really did do their thing. I like that simplicity, that femininity, the stiletto type of look. And then obviously in South Africa, I love people like Bonang Mateba. I like her style and I like what she does. And also Dogwe in Nigeria. I see myself with this channel already have like grown to the heights that I believe that it can. We already have national events that we're doing. We have like a national syndicated show on a community channel like SABC. And we also have like wellness retreats that we do. It's actually two topics that were my favorite topic to speak about the last season. So the first one was just the importance of failure. I know, people don't want to fail, but you're not going to go anywhere without some failing because what failing does, it gives you the opportunity to trial and error as you move forward and you hone and master what you're doing. So failure is very, very important to me. The lessons that you learn from failing are very important and that it's part and parcel of whatever you do. So if you're trying something new, whether it's like a new skill, whether you're trying like a new subject, chances are you're going to fail because it's something that's new to you. So that's number one. Failing is part and parcel of any process. And then the second one was that the fact that human beings in this world have a suffering element that everybody is subscribed to. So you're not suffering because you are unique. Your suffering is not unique. Everybody is suffering. Everybody has a sad story. Everybody has a pain point. Just know that for what it is and accept it for what it is and just move forward from that, knowing that everybody's got the same suffering going on. It's you mustn't dwell on that. You must just move through your suffering phases. Now to the swift and light part. Who am I currently listening to? There's a new guy in the hip hop scene. His name is called Usma Mane. and I've just been listening to him a lot. I like it when artists are inspired, but they still have their own authenticity and add their own cultural backgrounds and their uniqueness to whatever they're creating. And I think he's doing a great job doing that, and I hope he doesn't lose it. So Smamane is who I'm listening to currently. Right now, the album that can best describe me is an album by Jay-Z. It's called Kingdom Come. And I relate to that album a lot because Jay-Z created that album in a transition phase himself. So Jay-Z was a rap superstar at the time, and then he decided to retire from being a rap superstar to focus on corporate and head up Def Jam. So he was just on this album then telling us about his experience in that transitioning from being a rapper to being a corporate guy. And I just feel like that because for me, it's actually the opposite because I am in corporate and I'm transitioning my career into more entrepreneurship, more creativity. So I relate a lot to the struggle that he talks about on that album. And most importantly, I'm taking nuggets on how you can like survive transitioning yourself from one career to the next. Well, my corporate career, I am in education. If you guys know anything about me, is I've always wanted to be a teacher. Even this is like part of what I've always wanted to be growing up. So I did marketing at UJ, ended up in education, thank God. And so I'm in the med tech space. So what that means is that I work for a medical technology company and we sell orthopedic equipment to hospitals and to the private sector. So if I'm in training education there, that just means that I'm responsible for the training and the organization of the training for healthcare professionals, which are your doctors, your nurses, your OR staff, everybody on how to safe and effectively use the products that my company manufactures. And I've just been so fortunate to be able to be in that space and to grow. I'm now part of the international management structure, which I'm so proud of. And I am hoping to create impact. And everywhere I've been, we know there's a need for us to educate people from our hue, which is something that the industry has neglected. So I work towards actually just making sure that the education reaches all the different parts of South Africa as well as the EMEA. And I enjoy my corporate career. I get to travel a lot, get to meet a lot of people. And yeah, it's fun for me. For some reason, I've always said deal with the cards. I don't know what the long form of that mantra is, but for me, what dealing with the cards means that accepting life as is, because I mean, we can all wish and hope things to go away, but dealing with the cards just means that you accept your life as is and then you make plans to deal with whatever circumstances that life brings to you. The second one is do the hard things first. I believe that if you start doing the hard things, life gets easier. So let's just say, for example, I don't know what languages, what subjects people are doing these days, but back in the day, we used to have like high grade and standard grade. So if you're doing like high grade subjects, I would ask you to focus on those difficult parts and then after that, then focus on the lighter parts. Yes, honey, I'm off the stress. You're my everything. What's that song again? You're my everything. Okay, let's not get copyrighted. Yes, I'm off the streets, I'm off the market, I'm off everything. Oh. The type, oh my God, reclusive nerds. And I just like someone who is very intentional, knows what they're doing, is very much sure about themselves, a great nurturer, like provider, great conversationalist. Basically someone that I can get comfortable with, and also someone that allows me space to just be fully who I am. Yes, of course. Otherwise, it would have been kicked to the car. Pet peeve, like directionless. Like, why are you here? Why did you come to my space? Like, what is it that we're trying to do? So have like a strong direction. Like, I like a great leader. Like, so if you can't lead, then oh my God, get out the way. Positano, Italy, on a yacht, specifically. Growing up, I've always admired Bonang Matema, not for nothing. I mean, I just like the fact that she's always concentrated on what she was supposed to do, and then she went and learned how to execute that the best way that she can. Even now, as she sits as one of the best media personalities that we've ever had in the country, she sits there very comfortably. And the fact that she doesn't over-insert herself in things that have nothing to do with her in terms of the level and the experience that she's had. So hard work, dedication, sticking to the plan, making sure that the brand sustains. Like, I don't think we've ever seen Bonang waver a lot. It's always been like consistent in terms of what she's doing and where she's going. So I like her. I like the looks, obviously, because she's a queen of looks. Hello, who else is glamorous in this country besides Bonang? So definitely that. But also for me, just like the hard work. She's done it and she does it and she continues to do it. So thank you, Queen Bee, for being yourself, and thank you for inspiring people like myself. So yeah. I think I've said it before. I've always wanted to be a teacher. Outside of being a teacher, I wanted to be a supermodel. I always tell people that it starts with what you consume, not food-wise, but everything-wise. So the food matters, the people that you hang around with matters, what you subscribe to on the YouTube, your social media feed. It's very, very important what you feed yourself and what you feed your everyday with. So I eat very healthy. I try to as much as I can. I always say I'm 80-20. I'm not perfect, but that 80% I try to be very strong on, and just making sure I'm surrounded by great energy, great people, always just keeping my soul very light. I remember when I was doing my own research, you guys know Gabrielle Union, is considered to be forever youth. So when I did my research on her and I was trying to find out what is she doing on her side, she basically said that you need to move from situations. Don't keep things in your heart, don't keep things in your soul. No matter what's going on in your life, just like move through them. Don't allow like energy and spirits to sit for a very long time, regardless of what it is. Whether you're happy, whether you are sad, you need to like move and be in the present moment. So regardless of what I'm going through, I always tell myself that we need to move through this energy so that we're not bottling things up inside ourselves. So I don't bottle things anymore. Definitely soft glam. Oh my God, no. Baby, I'm dressing. Baby, I'm dressing. And that's my final answer, and I'm not taking any further questions. Thank you. Manzin Day Omni. Manzin Day is a bob though, but I get. Nigga is what? Zingumelo or Papi Cooper. I love Papi. Papi's doing her thing, but Zinguma. Mama. Hey. I love the girl. Zobag or Cape Town. Cape Town, darling. Why not? I used to be a lipstick person, like mad, dark. But now I'm like a gloss and liner person. Definitely heels, even in the house. Definitely dresses. I don't believe in pants anymore. Yeah. Braids. I'm a braids girl. I don't like weaves at all. Cough it. And that's okay. Okay, 33 questions with Oluchi is wrapped. I look forward to seeing you guys in the second season of Looks and Wisdom Sundays. Do engage us and do tell me what you want to see on this channel, because I can only be a vessel, darling. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining. Thank you to everybody that's involved in the circus, and it's all right. See you guys next week.